Pittsburgh Foam Insulation, featuring tripolymer wall foam. Homeowners, are you unhappy with the comfort level in your home? Are your utility bills too high? Does your air conditioner or furnace run non-stop? Is there a room in your house that's always too hot or too cold? Are your floors cold? Are the insides of your cupboards cold? Are exterior noises irritating you? Are your walls cold to the touch? Do you have air coming through light switches or outlets? Are you bothered by allergies and pollen in your home? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need to re-insulate today. Pittsburgh Foam Insulation can insulate your home, whether it's brick on brick, block, stucco, wood shingled, vinyl and aluminum siding, older homes, and even new construction. Pittsburgh Foam Insulation will lower your heating and cooling bills from 30 to 50%, reduce exterior noise by 80%, and make your home more comfortable all year round.
Well, they came and did the house while I was at work, and by the time I got home, they had been done, gone, and I didn't even know they were here, except I did notice that the house was much quieter and felt warmer. When they did that, it was in September or October. It wasn't really cold out yet, so I did notice the quiet more than anything in the beginning. And our house sits on a very busy road, so the noise factor was very noticeable. Now that we've gotten into the cold weather, I notice that I'm not as cold in the house. I don't need, 3 different sweatshirts on to sit and watch TV. It's very, very comfortable.
And we keep the thermostat down lower now. We don't have to have it up as high to keep it comfortable in here.
I've lived in this house for over 10 years, and every winter it is drafty. You always have to wear sweats or so forth. This is the first year that the whole house was completely very, very, very warm. I can't say enough how warm the house is. And you could barely hear, the furnace barely kicks on when I'm home here in the evening. Before, it would be turning on, turning off, turning on, turning off. The insulation really keeps the house warm. I actually think that putting the insulation in the walls was a better idea than actually getting new windows, because the insulation in the walls helped that much. I just opened my gas bill, and comparing it from last year, the bill was actually cut in half from what I paid at this time last year, and it was even colder this year. So I was very, very surprised. I didn't have a clue that it would save me that much money.
When you call our office, a friendly professional member of our staff will schedule an appointment to meet with you in your home. We'll explain the wall foam installation process and make sure all of your questions are answered. When Pittsburgh Foam Insulation's team of certified technicians arrive at your brick or block home, they prepare your home by drilling 5/8" holes into the mortar line of the brick or block. Once the preparation is complete, technicians insert a tube into each hole and carefully fill the wall space with foam until the area is completely sealed. Here's an example of how wall foam fills all the space in your walls compared to other insulating methods. And here's another example of how wall foam can be used with existing fiberglass or cellulose insulation to fill the gaps of wasted space. Finally, the technician matches the color of your home's mortar and fills the holes completely. It looks just like new. Before, after.
I had concerns because we have a brick exterior. Rob said that that would not be an issue, that he could easily match the mortar that he had to drill out with new mortar, and sure enough, he was right. On our exterior, we can't tell at all where he inserted the foam. On occasion, if the sun hits it just right and I look really hard, I might be able to tell, but really, it's almost impossible to tell where the foam was put into the walls.
Insulating a vinyl or aluminum-sided home is a little different, but just as easy. Contrary to what most people think, your siding does not need to be removed. Our technicians carefully pull back a small section of your siding and then drill a 1-inch hole.
My name is Kevin Larbier, owner of Air Duct Maintenance, and we specialize in the cleaning of heating and air conditioning ductwork. And we bought this building several years ago and decided to move our business into this building. We moved into this two-story framed sided building, and we found it to be not very efficient. There was no insulation in the walls or attic, and we did some research and we found Pittsburgh Foam and was interested in their product, and we hired them to do our building, and we found a noticeable difference when they were done, and they did a fantastic job.
Another important note about tripolymer wall foam is that it is flame retardant and can prevent fire from spreading. Pittsburgh Foam insulation also uses state-of-the-art thermal imaging technology to show you the temperature difference in your walls.
Rob Palmieri came to the house with a thermal imaging camera, and he went through each room in the house, and with this camera he could tell me where there was insulation and where there was not, where the air was going out of the house. And I had some cellulose insulation blown in a number of years ago, and he could see the cellulose insulation, but because of how it was put in, it all just sunk to the bottom. So the top half of the house didn't have insulation, and the bottom was just all crushed in it, and it fell through.
Now is the best time to insulate. Lower your heating and cooling bills 30 to 50%. Reduce noise by up to 80%. Make your home more comfortable.
So we were referred to Pittsburgh Foam by some neighbors, and we had the owner come out, and he used his thermal imaging camera to show us that the gap with our brick-on-brick home was suitable for having the Pittsburgh Foam insulate the home. So then within a couple weeks, they came out and drilled the holes, and the process took a couple hours and was finished in one day. And so far the home, we've had it for about 3 months now, and we have seen an incredible difference. Our home is much more comfortable. We have seen between $100 to $200 savings per month in our heat bills. And we've been in the house for about 3 years, and we wish we had done this 3 years ago.
When we decided to insulate our home, we made several calls to companies in the Pittsburgh area. The first was to a company we thought was local, and turned out that they weren't. We quickly realized that we needed to get some other quotes, so we called Pittsburgh Foam Insulation and found them to be very easy to work with. They responded to our calls very quickly, even though we were under a state of emergency snowstorm. So they sent their salesman out, and he was both pleasant and professional, and we were able to quickly take a look at our house and figure out what needed to be done, and sure enough, we're able to come in at half the cost of the competition while getting it done within the same quick time frame. We were thrilled with that. Needless to say, we went with Pittsburgh Foam Insulation immediately. It wasn't much of a decision. We found then, as they prepped for the job, that the very day they came to prep, the day prior to the work, Pittsburgh Foam Insulation did a better job getting our street in proper condition so that they could get their trucks in than our borough did. So they not only came out to do the work, but I was amazed at how thorough they were, how pleasant everyone was, and how quickly they had shoveled out around my house to be able to do the work the next day.
Hi, my name is Beth Houston. I would recommend Pittsburgh Foam Insulation to anyone looking for a great way to save money in their heating bills and to make their home feel warmer.
We are Lori and Joe Mewich, and we're very happy with the product that we received from Rob and Pittsburgh Foam, and we highly recommend it to anyone who's looking to cut down on their bills, keep their house a little cooler in the summer and a little warmer in the winter.
My name is Kevin Lerbier, and I'm the owner of Air Duct Maintenance, and I will highly recommend Pittsburgh Foam to anybody that's interested in having their building insulated.
If anybody was ever thinking of getting their house insulated, I would definitely recommend Pittsburgh Foam Insulation. I would definitely recommend Tina in the office, Dave, the salesperson, and Rob, the owner. I just can't say enough about them. Pittsburgh Foam Insulation really, they do nice work.
My name is Anna, and I would definitely recommend Pittsburgh Foam Insulation to anyone who's looking to save any money on their gas bill. They're really good people, really qualified for the job, and they do a good job.
We would be very happy to recommend Pittsburgh Foam as a company to come in and do your house anytime. We are very, very happy with the work that they've done and very comfortable in our home now that they've done it.
Insulate your home today with Pittsburgh Foam Insulation, the area's only certified tri-polymer installer with over 20 years experience. Trust your home to the professionals at Pittsburgh Foam for the best wall insulation money can buy. Call today at 412-856-6100 and see how your investment will pay you back month after month.